Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Akilah, and today we will continue with Lab Experiment 4 LVSB System and Operation. Here we have the LVSB. This is the MSB1 and this is the MSB2 and this is the ESP. First activity is to turn on the MSB system. To turn on the MSB system, we need to make sure that the load is in off position. After that, we can turn on the incoming supply. We can check the main supply indicator light has been turned off. After that, then we need to connect the ACB into the bus bar. The ACB is in off condition and isolated position. To turn the isolated position into the connect status, we need to take the handle inside the ACB, inside this, and put it here and turn clockwise until the position turn into connect status. After that, we need to make sure that the coil is charged. This is the discharge label. We need to change it into charge. So to change it into charge, we need to pull the charging handle up and down. Then after that, we can turn on the ACB. You can see this is the turn on label. Then after the ACB has been turned on, we can turn on the MCCB. Before turn on the MCCB, we need to inform the consumer. Then we can turn on the power factor here and all of the load here. We do the same thing on MSB2. Next is busbar coupling. On the busbar coupling, we need to make sure that we turn off all of the load. Before turn off all of the load, we need to inform the consumer. We need to turn off the load and turn off the power factor. Then we can check the current status in this meter. It should be 0 ampere. Then we can turn off the ACB. Next, we need to remove the ACB to the isolated position. Turn the handle anti-clockwise and put the maintenance signage here. And we can see the bus bar indicator is off. Then we can take out the ACB key and put the key on the in between this key here. And take out these two key. Put it as the isolator. Put it on the isolator 1 and isolator 2. And next we can turn the isolator 2 and the isolator 1. Next we can see the bus bar supply light indicator has been turned on. And we can turn on the power factor and the loads.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Samad Ilyas and my module number is DE200127. So today I'm going to presenting for the third part, that is the store normal supply. So first, before we going to turn off or restoring anything regarding the MSB, we have to inform our consumer that we are going to, before turning off the supply. After we turn off the supply, including we are going to turn off the supply. As we see here, we are going to turn off this power supply 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after we have closed all of this power supply, we are going to close the power capacitor. After we have closed the power capacitor down here, we are going to check for the current status here. After we have confirmed our current status at the MSB1, we are going to turn on the isolator at C1. After we have confirmed our current status at the MSB1, we are going to turn on the isolator at C1, and then we are going to ensure that the energy at the bus bar is being de-energized. Later, we are going to turn on the isolator at MSB2, and then we are going to remove the key at MSB2 before we are going to remove the key at MSB2 and put put the key into the exchange box. To remove the exchange key at the MSB1, we are going to repeat the same procedure that we did at MSB2, and we repeat it on the MSB1 by removing the SATA key at the MSB1 and put it into the exchange box. Next, we insert the ACB key into the ACB in the motor compartment and turn the clockwise to unlock the condition here. We're going to turn clockwise to unlock the condition here. Before we are going to give the supply to MSB1, the important first thing that we are going to need to check is getting ready the power supply by checking the voltage reading. Next, turn on the ACB and check the bus bar status of and the power voltage. Finally, we are going to notify the customer that we are going to turn on the power supply after we have installed it, and when we have to wait for a while to make sure that all that we have checked are being in good condition, and then we record all the work. Okay, so thank you. That's all from me. Thank you.